Hey guys, ACEX here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the ACEX Legend Rider Arm set from Kamen Rider Gaim. This is an extra set released for Kamen Rider, Gaim and Wizard, the Fateful Sengoku movie battle. So, this set just includes the 4 Legend Rider arms seen here. And so these are the Wizard arms, Fourze arms, O's arms, and Double arms. So let's take a look. First up is Wizard arms, and all of these have the same pattern of being based on the helmet of each rider's main form. So for Wizard arms, this is based on the helmet of Wizard Flame style. So, it has a combination of black and silver plastic, with painted metallic red for the face. It does have cut designs for that gem pattern. It has some gold paint for the forehead gem. Inscriptions on the side. And a couple of little holes here and here are just a product of how it goes on the helmets. Next is Fourze arms, based on the helmet of Fourze base state. This one is primarily pearly white plastic with bits of silver plastic and some silver, matte black, metallic green, and metallic orange paint. For this one, the gaps are a bit smaller, which is a nice thing, and it does capture all the details of the Fourze helmet. After that is the O's arms, based on the helmet of O's TaToBa combo. This one is all in black plastic, with some metallic red and metallic green paint. This one has all the details nicely molded and painted. Unfortunately, that's mostly for the face, as for the rest of the helmet, the TaToBa helmet, and most of those helmets are pretty simple. Besides the paint on the face, the only other paint is here on the back. And it's still got a couple of gaps, but again, it's part of the design. And finally, we have the double arms, based on the helmet of Double Cyclone Joker. This one, for the most part, has all the accurate detail to it. Has some nice glossy green for the Cyclone side, as well as some black for the Joker side. Has the painted red eyes. Silver plastic for the double crest, or the W crest. Silver paint running down the front, with silver plastic kind of continuing that, though no paint back here. And the one little discrepancy here is that there's a C for Cyclone on this side, and J for Joker on this side, in yellow and pale purple respectively. And again, you've got little gaps that are part of the design. And of course you also have the forehead symbol painted in as well. Now for these, since there are 4 arms, we'll bring in the 4 figures, specifically the ones used in the movie these are from, which are Gaim, Zangetsu, Baron, and Ryugen. So we'll start by putting them on the heads. Again, here's where those kind of gaps come in, especially for Gaim, because it kind of needs the gaps here and here so that the crest can actually go in there. Setting that in place. Just getting on the Fourze arms on Zangetsu. Then O's arms on Baron. And finally, double arms on Ryugen. just like so. I'll have to fix that up and do that again. Yeah, unfortunately, these don't have the most significant pegs, so that kind of thing can kind of happen. This time I'll probably get them secured on. There we go. Now we can unfold them. These all have similar yet different ways of unfolding. For wizard arms, first thing you want to do is take this top part, fold it up like this, fold these parts down to form the shoulders, fold the back piece and fold this in, then fold down this to become the chest plate. For Fourze arms, you want to start by reaching under the eyes, and lifting up this part, lifting it up like this. Take the side panels and again fold them down to become the shoulder pads. Fold this back, and you're going to want to take this part and fold it in like this for the back piece. And once again, fold down like so for the chest plate. For O's arms, it's similar but a little bit different. You want to take this piece and fold it like this. Then you want to take these pieces and entirely fold them down, which can be a little bit tricky. Just like so. You want to take this and reach and pull it all the way like this. Then you're going to fold it in on this hinge. Make up the back piece like that. And again, fold down the chest plate. And finally for double arms, it's pretty similar to O's arms. Although in this case you want to take the side panels and unfold them first. Fold this, and for this is a little bit different, but still pretty similar. You want to take this hinge and fold it back like so. This will fold over like that, and fold down the chest piece. And there you have the 4 Legend Rider arms. So starting off with wizard arms, you see that this captures the look of flame style pretty well. Then you look at the helmet piece. You see that it's modeled after part of Wizard Flame Style's helmet. We've got the inscriptions here, same as on the outer part. You actually see the wizard face design on the inside. And a little common thing here is that the faces for these are basically designed to be flattened versions of the rider faces. So in this case you have nice metallic paint and the gem cuts in there, as well as the 2 fasteners to form the outline of the eyes. Though no paint for the forehead gem, just because that doesn't really show up. Got the eyes of the helmet that form the shoulder pads, and the chest plate, which is made to look like Flame Style's chest plate. It's got the same articulation as normal, and the shoulder pads fold out of the way so as not to restrict articulation. For Fourze arms, it's pretty simple. Well, pretty similar. And that does capture the right details. In this case, because of the way this is designed, while it doesn't quite match up entirely, it does turn Zangetsu's helmet shape into that kind of rocket shape that Fourze has. Got the same design on the back as Fourze's helmet. Some silver paint for the wing fins. Helmet is again a flattened version of his rider face, though with the way it's shaped, it also looks like the Kamen Rider Club symbol. Got the chest plate, which does very well mimic the look of Fourze Base State's chest plate. along with a nice metallic silver paint and metallic orange stripes. Got the shoulder pads here, made from the sides of the helmet. Once again, move up and down, get out of the way. As well as the back piece here, which is one of the larger ones, but you don't really see it from the front. Of course, I want to make sure these guys don't fall over. For Baron O's arms, he kind of gets the shorter end of the stick, just because of kind of how simple the helmet design of O's TaToBa is. For the helmet, you can see the fins, kind of feather fins of TaToBa Combo's helmet, seeing out from the sides. And you can see the green eyes in there. Though the back of the helmet piece is completely just solid black. And you still have a lot of nice painted on detail on the inside part, including all that red detail that doesn't really show through the helmet. For the chest piece, you've got the golden ring for the chest symbol, and the Takatora and bodice symbols, both molded and painted on there, so it's not simply paint or even a sticker, which is a nice detail. Unfortunately, the shoulder pads are the most simple, as they're literally just these black panels folded over, so there's really no detail to them. Though really, O's also had very simple shoulders, with really only details to that, most of them being like a colored stripe or whatnot. And then you have the back part here. And once again, these are hinged so they don't restrict articulation. And finally we have Ryugen double arms. Now starting off with the head gets to the one little discrepancy and one thing that kind of bugs me about this entire thing, which is the eyes. As you see here, the right eye is green and the left eye is purple, and this is something that I don't get. Because for the most part, these capture the looks of the riders' inner helmets and eyepieces very accurately. But of course, as you can see back here, Double has, in Cyclone Joker and indeed all of his basic forms, red eyes. So to me, it just feels weird that he has one green eye and one purple eye here. And in fact, that's the only paint here on the inside, and it does look even weirder when you take it out. Meanwhile, it does accurately capture the look of Cyclone Joker's helmet here on the back, with the exception of the silver striping being missing. And you didn't really need this coloration when you already had the proper coloring on the shoulders and the chest plate. As you can see, you've got the layering here, and here on both sides, silver stripe down the middle, and the gold striping for the Cyclone side, and metallic purple for the Joker side. And then you got the nice shoulder pads, one green and one black, and this is where those symbols of Cyclone Joker come in, as a nice extra detail. Though the back piece kind of stands out the most, just because of how the fins go outward, so you can see it from the front even. Or you can even see it from the front. Once again, these fold out of the way to not hinder articulation. The one unfortunate thing about this set, which I'll mention right now, is that it doesn't include any weapons. And for those curious, when they get these forms, they do get a weapon of their respective rider. Gaim in Wizard Arms gets the Wizard Sword Gun. Zangetsu gets the Rocket Module. Baron gets the Magellibur. And Ryugen gets the Trigger Magnum. Which is kind of weird, but it's probably only given to him to give him an armed weapon, and given him an armed weapon, and because in Budo Arms his weapon is a gun. Even though technically Cyclone Joker does not have a weapon, as it's a just a completely close quarters combat based form. But what's even more baffling about this is that they could easily have basically just repackaged the weapons that were included with the past gimmick line figures, with the exception of Zangetsu, just because they'd have to create a new rocket module with a handle on the inside so he could grip it. Unfortunately, what that means is that besides, doing the arms change gimmicks and using these on different riders, you can really only just pose them on their own without any weapons unless you happen to have those past weapons and are able to give them to the riders. It's an oversight that, I think does kind of take away from the set. I mean, they look nice, but without weapons, it's just, not as interesting to pose them. That being said, they do each pretty well capture the looks of those riders' forms, and what I will say is the choices picked here do work out. Obviously, they gave Gaim Wizard arms because he's the main rider, and Wizard is, the main rider he's teaming up with. For Zangetsu, obviously, they gave him Fourze arms because of the white colors matching up. For Baron, they gave him O's arms because of, basically because of how at least one of the main colors of O's is red, and for Ryugen they gave him double arms because one entire half is green. And the black also goes along with the black secondary color of his base suit. Like I said, these are kind of varied in terms of qualities of the arms, but it's nice that you do get 4 arms in one set, which is definitely a big plus to this. So overall, whether or not you get this kind of depends on whether or not you want these arms, as these were only used in one movie, so they're not essential. And like I said, they don't come with any weapons, so if you're buying this, you're literally just buying it for the arms themselves. And I guess the thing is that I'd say a basic thing to do if you're going to get this is to at least have these 4 figures, as these are the canon uses of these arms. But of course, you can use them with any other figures you want, so like I said, whether or not you get these is completely up to you. If you're interested and you can find it for a good price, I definitely say go for it, just because you are getting 4 arms in one set. But if none of these are really to the taste, then I'd say this is a pretty easy pass. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos, as well as my Facebook page. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.